All right, Maryland and Indiana next up. Very interesting game here in the Big Ten. We've got Indiana, 7-point home favorites, 55.5 the total in this game. I ain't stepping in front of Indiana. You know my fondness for this Hoosiers team. You know how much I like them. You know how much I'm a fan of Curt Cignetti, the head coach. He continues to be getting just the absolute most out of this team. It's been impressive to watch what we have seen from the Hoosiers so far this season. Curtis Rourke and that offense is in complete control right now. They are slicing and dicing every team they face to this point in the season. They've been absolutely terrific. We see them, of course, so far this year, the 4-0 start. Now, look, it's about to get tougher here because with all due respect, FIU, Western Illinois, UCLA, Charlotte, Maryland's a lot better than those four teams. So this by far, and the first Big Ten game of the season, Big Ten Conference game here for Indiana. This is going to be a lot tougher for Indiana. Maryland's a capable team, and we just saw Maryland, of course, win back-to-back games against Virginia and Villanova, bouncing back from the loss to Michigan State at home. We'll see if they can carry over the good vibes here. Of course, the quarterback, Billy Edwards, continues to play pretty well. I've been impressed with Billy Edwards' play so far this season for this Maryland team. He's got 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. This is by far the best offense that Indiana's defense has played this year. So we'll see how they match up against it. You thought with the UCLA win, 42-13, wow, great win, but how might be showing you how bad UCLA is. But we just saw UCLA give LSU a really tough game over the weekend. So when I look at it here with UCLA going to LSU, giving the Tigers a solid game, it makes that Indiana win against UCLA look even better. They've been great in the trenches. Like I said, Curtis Rourke's given them a downfield passing game. They've been able to run the football with a stable of backs. They have some pretty good receivers as well to work with. Miles Cross, Elijah Surratt, Miles Price. This is a very, very good Indiana team. I think I would lean to -7, laying the points with Indiana here. My one bit of hesitancy is the fact that they are facing probably the best team on their schedule so far. Although I still don't know truly how good Maryland is. You know, they beat Villanova. Virginia's kind of up and down, inconsistent. Michigan State's rebuilding, and yet they lost that game to the Spartans, although Michigan State's already showing signs of being probably ahead of schedule with Jonathan Smith, who we talked about was absolutely a terrific hire for Michigan State. I think it's a spot here where this with this Maryland team going on the road now, too. It's another thing to factor in. Maryland, when you look at their schedule so far, only the one road game, and it was at Virginia, and it was a nice, good, solid win for them. This will be a little bit tougher here against Indiana based on what we've seen from the Hoosiers. Like I said, I ain't stepping in front of Indiana because I've been a believer in this team from day one. I've backed them several times. I laid the points with them against Charlotte. I took them with confidence against UCLA. I've got them over their win total. I even have just a very small flyer on them as a dark horse to win the Big Ten. Do I think they're winning the Big Ten? No, but I just thought at that price it was absolutely impressive to see. That price, I thought it was worth a couple of bucks on it just because of my belief in Curt Cignetti turning the program around, which he's already showing signs of it. I'm not stepping in front of Indiana, but there is that little concern deep down inside that, hey, Maryland is going to be a step up from UCLA and Charlotte with a walk-on third-string quarterback and Western Illinois and all the teams they've played. But Indiana or pass still for me. I'm very, very impressed with what I've seen here from the Hoosiers so far this season.